So it is once again wine time on the patio, and today I am featuring a wine from Rooster Hill Winery. This is located in the Finger Lakes region of New York State, and we love going to the Finger Lakes. They have a wonderful wine festival normally every year, the second weekend of July, and we enjoy going there every couple of years for that and visiting the wineries up there around the Finger Lakes. So the Vidal Blanc grape is what this is made of. It's actually called a late harvest Vidal Blanc. And if we look at the actual name of this wine, it is Estate Late Harvest is what it's called. So Estate Late Harvest, and the grape is Vidal Blanc. Vidal Blanc is a white grape, and it was developed by a gentleman named Jean-Louis Vidal. He was French, so it's a French hybrid grape. He created this grape or developed it in the 1930s for growth in a cooler region of France. So what's cool about this grape is it grows really well in colder climates, and it also is very hardy in those climates, and it still maintains a sweetness but also an acidity. So it makes for a really, really lovely wine. It generally is sweeter wines, so sweet white wines, late harvest wines like this one, which is going to be super sweet, or also dessert wines and ice wines. So we'll talk more about ice wines later. Those are generally from upstate New York and Canada in this area. Now Vidal Blanc grows well here again because we are a cooler climate. So you'll see a lot of wines in the Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri areas, Ohio, that are made with the Vidal Blanc grape as well. So it's really a great wine grape, and I enjoy it very much. Rooster Hill is a lovely winery in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region, and we've visited it very many times. Now you'll see the bottle is smaller, so your sweeter, your dessert wines, which are what late harvest wines are generally in the smaller bottle. They're very sweet, and they're also higher in alcohol concentration. So thus the smaller bottles, you don't drink a lot at a time because it's higher in alcohol and very sweet. It's for dessert, and it is also, a little bit more expensive usually than, like this size of a bottle would cost what a normal full-size bottle of just a Vidal Blanc that's not a late harvest or dessert wine. Now this is my dessert wine glass, so you'll notice the style of it. It's broader in the middle and then it tapers at the edge. The science behind that is, and this is Riedel, this is the wine company, glass company I enjoy. The science behind that is it drives the wine, instead of toward the tip of your tongue, toward the center of your tongue, which makes you not get too much sweetness on the tip of your tongue, which makes it not be a little overpowering. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of this so you can see what it looks like. And like I said, I already had this opened, but this is a typical wine glass for this. If you don't have dessert wine glasses, a lot of times people serve them in the very small wine glasses like port wine, or a white wine glass would also suffice for this. So on the nose, you definitely get the sweetness, and it's also a little bit stronger of a fragrance because of how sweet this late harvest dessert wine would be. So let me give it a little taste. Very refreshing. Now this is very sweet, so if you're not a sweet wine drinker, it might be too much, but this one actually isn't overpoweringly sweet like some dessert wines can be. But again, the other thing I was going to mention is this is, the name of this is Estate Late Harvest. Estate means that the grapes were grown on the estate or on the winery grounds. So Rooster Hill Winery vineyard grew the grapes. So sometimes people think these words have really fancy meanings. Anytime it's an estate wine, that basically just means that the grapes were grown on the winery property or the vineyard that was owned by the winery that made the wine. So that's what estate means. So Estate Late Harvest Vidal Blanc from Rooster Hill in Finger Lakes, New York. A lovely dessert wine. It is chilled, which is how I prefer, and usually the best way to serve a dessert wine. And I'm going to enjoy some on the patio today. So have a great day. Cheers.